Hello again, welcome back to Average Gamer Plays Factorio. This is episode 3. Can't believe we made it to episode 3 already. Where does the time go? Right, what are we going to do today? I don't really know. Let's just carry on where we left off, shall we? So let's have a look at the technology tree. So we're busy making some more things. We can have faster assembly machines. Advanced material processing, circuit networks, engines, that's right. So we need to work towards I can make military science. Hey, there goes one lot of research finished. Right, let's make a couple more. Let's get out of the way of these things so that they're a little bit quieter. Let's just try and make 4 more. Oh, look, I've got enough for 4 there. Isn't that a coincidence? It is a coincidence. I didn't know I was didn't know I had enough there before. Now then, these 4 machines at the end aren't making anything, so what are they short of? They're short of inserters. So, shall we try and make... can I try and squeeze in another machine here that makes inserters? What do we just need for that? That's... right. Let's move all this. Let's take that out. Take that down. Move that to the left. So that's going to come out onto there. Set the recipe for that one. Now then, can I get 2 inserter machines in here? And certainly squeeze 2 machines in there, look at that. Right, did we have... put that over there. Right, so we now have 1 machine making belts, 2 machines making inserters. Look at that, they're all working. It seems to be that we now have the ratio sorted out properly. And we did that just purely through trial and error rather than by sitting there doing loads and loads of calculations and trying to work it out in advance. We just sort of put something down and then see what happens. Yeah, so the inserters are actually starting to build up at the end here, which is fine. Because it looks like we need sort of between 1 and 2 machines. 2 machines may be sort of slightly too much, but you can't make half a machine, so that's what we've ended up with. And it does mean that we are starting to get through the research. We'll start doing military science. Lab research speed 1 is a good one to have. That speeds everything up. In fact, what we could do, right, so it's circuit network, engine, tool belt. So we'll have military speed up 1, military, advanced, well that's already going, circuit network, engine, tool belt. So we'll add those back to the list, but we'll do these in the most useful order. And one little trick is that if you take one out of the list and put it back in later, it remembers where it was up to, so you don't lose all the research you've already done. Let's check on our power. Let's just sort of click on a power pole. Right, so we're using 5 megawatts out of 7.7. And just like that, we now have 11.5 megawatts. Ta-da! One other thing that we can do while we are waiting for the research to finish is we can build some... Let's build all these lamps now that we've got optics. Don't usually need to build these in a mall because I don't use that many of them. Some people do like to have their labs, their factories lit up rather brightly in the night time, which is fine. I've found so far, I mean, I've got this Afraid of the Dark mod installed, which does seem to keep things sort of bright enough that you can see what's going on at night time. It's yeah, we've certainly got plenty of green science stacked up there now that we've got that second inserter machine. And again, it may be that we're just making the research faster than we're actually using it up. This lab research speed may be a slower one. That one takes 30 seconds and 100 units. That one takes 15 seconds. That one 15. That one takes 30. So, yeah. Different researches take different amounts of time. So you'll find that this gets backed up and then it all gets used up later on if you're doing another research later. So we've now got 21 bulbs, so we'll just slot these down anywhere that's covered by a power pole, so anywhere in any of these blue blue areas is fine. Don't need too many of them. They do have quite a decent sort of range on them. And we'll have a look next time it goes dark what a difference they make. 10 left, so I'll have one there, one there, one there. And we'll have one. Can't put that there, it's not going to be covered. I mean, these power poles here do tend to just about cover everything that they need to. So there's not an awful lot of space there for a lamp. I'll put one at the very end there. It does seem to be that everything that the power pole covers. Now, if we change these power poles for the next tier up, can we make those yet? We haven't researched those yet, I don't think. We can make fast inserters, we can make filter inserters, we can make landfill. Oh right, those are part of the Afraid of the Dark mod. I've never used those before. We can make the faster assembly machines, the steel furnaces. Now we might upgrade to the steel furnaces. So later on, once we get the next level of logistics, which we'll add to the end of the queue there, we'll have red belts. And red belts work twice as quickly as yellow belts. And blue inserters work twice as fast as yellow inserters. And the steel furnaces work twice as quickly as the stone furnaces. So you basically upgrade everything in a uniform manner, and your factory just keeps working in the same ratios, just twice as fast, which is rather neat. And there is this upgrade planner down here. When you get robots later on, you can use an upgrade planner and you can just sort of swipe it across a whole factory layout, and the bots will just pick up everything from chests and just upgrade all the items for you. But until you get the robots, you have to do everything by hand. And to get the robots, it's actually quite a way down the technology tree. Let's just have a search for construction robotics, which is down here. So we need to research robotics, electric engines, lubricant, advanced oil, chemical science, batteries, advanced electronics, sulfur, plastics, oil, fluid handling, and that all comes after automation 2, which is in our list. Well, we've done automation 2, it's green. Yes, this is in the list now. Is it? No. If it's yellow, it means we can do it. If it's green, we've already done it. If it's light yellow, it's in the queue. Right, okay. So there's quite a fair bit of research that we still need to do before we can get construction robotics. So we'll just keep on working our way through the tree. Now, there was, if we looked at the map, it's the radars have expanded a little bit further. It's crude oil over there. What I'll do, I've got 17 electric poles. Let's just make some more electric poles. And I will just take let's try and run a set of poles up by the side of where this bus is. Let's just run up here with a set of poles, and I'm just going to put another radar up at the top here and let that just sort of scan and expand the map. You can see where the map expands as I'm running around, so you can either sort of run around by hand and do it, or you can do this and we'll just go as far as, say, there, and oh, I haven't got enough on me to make a radar. I've got to have to run all the way back again. So this bit's going to get edited out. And you can immediately see how much the map expanded as soon as I put that radar down. There are always these little sort of lulls in the game where you can't really sort of work on expanding the factory until you get some more research done. So I can't work on this oil. It's not a very big oil patch, that, but let's just go down and have a little look. We may need to clear some trees out from around it. So I can't really work on drilling for this oil until I've researched the oil processing, which is fluid handling. Gives us that. Have I actually already done? Let's have a little look. I can't yet make the mining drills, the offshore pumps. I can't yet make pump jacks. So what do I need to research? Stronger explosive, electric energy. That'll give us the better power poles. Lab 2, solar, concrete. Maybe you need to research fluid handling first, and then that can give you oil processing. and then that'll give you plastics. We'll add all that to the queue. So that should speed the research up a little bit. You can see these lights have now come on, and they are keeping the place sort of nice and bright. Right, we've now finished all that research. I just basically stood back and waited for that to all finish. So what we got next to do on the list, we can have, don't really need projectiles and flammables. We'll have railways. Don't like driving cars. Stronger explosives is good, because that means we can just use one grenade to get rid of the trees instead of two. Sulfur processing is useful. Advanced electronics we definitely need. Lab research speed 2. Well, actually, should we have that first? And then we'll have trains, advanced. Let's set that going, and then let's build a military science factory. So this needs a few different ingredients if I remember rightly. It needs piercing rounds, grenades and walls. Piercing rounds need copper plate, steel plate and firearms need iron plates. So this is the first science level where you actually have to start. It's a lot more complicated than the others because there's a lot more ingredients involved. So basically we're going to need, how many of these assembly machines have I got? I've got 25, that's fine. So we'll need one of those making firearm magazines. And that takes iron plates. So let's just run up with that, and then we'll have that over there. We'll bring in some power. Make some more power poles. And I can start making medium power poles. No, I can't. I'm not making any steel plate yet, so that could be next on the list. In fact, let's start doing something on the to-do list. Add new. So we're going to do military science. We're going to do steel. We're going to drill for oil. Okay, and then we just close that. So we've got once I take the science, it then appears at the top of the list there. So that's a little reminder of what I'm doing. So piercing rounds takes, oh, I need to make steel for this now. Okay, so we're going to need steel goes at the top of the list. So let's just put that as there so that we don't forget what it was for, but we need to go back and make steel. Now steel is made from kind of double smelting the iron. So you smelt the iron into plates, then you smelt the iron plates into steel. So what we're going to do is, let's just start quite small, because we just need enough steel to kind of get us going, because later on I don't really want to build a whole other smelting line down here until I've cleared all these trees, and I really don't want to chop them all down by hand. So let's just build another tiny little smelting array. Let's just move. Now then, we're going to need some coal for this. So let's try and do what we did before, and we're just going to filter out the coal on the right. Okay. Do we not have enough stone to make another furnace? Right, okay. I bet we actually haven't got any stone left down here. We've used it all up. Okay, now these miners are... This is another mod I've got installed. It's called Auto Deconstruct. If I had bots, it would remove these for me, but it's reminding me, or it's just a visual indication that these miners had actually mined through all the resources underneath them. So let's pick up some coal. We're going to need to set up some proper mining drills and whatever on this stone anyway, because I want some brick to make some paths with. So let's just wait for that. Oh, I've still got some stone already. I could have made a few. Where have they gone? There they go. Let's just make 5 of those. So that is going to be outputting. It needs to output onto a belt. There. Let's turn that round so that I can put the power pole, pick up the power pole, put that in the middle, and then I'll have that output, and that can output onto an underground there, like that. Now it takes a long time to smelt the steel, because it takes takes 5 iron plates and it takes 16 seconds. And in fact, what we could do is that smelts in a steel furnace as well. So let's make a couple of those and use those instead of the stone furnaces. I'm not got them on the mall yet, so let's have a look. Steel furnace, that's going to be on production tab. That takes steel plates and stone bricks. So I need to smelt the stone into bricks and smelt the steel, smelt the iron into steel before I can even make a steel furnace. So it's like, in order to build a factory, first you must build a factory. So let's have all those going out into the chest for now. So I've got, I've got 10 of those. Let's set up some miners Do I have any miners on me? I have 7. Let's start mining this stone. I'm going to need some coal as well, so where am I going to set up a little smelting array for the bricks? Let's just do a little thing somewhere down here. So let's just have something like so for the time being, I'll just put those bricks into that chest, and then I'll just pick them up as and when I need them. So can I now make? I can now make 1 steel furnace. I need a couple. I've got enough stone bricks to make a second one. I need 2 more steel plates, so let's go and grab those from up here where I'm making them. I can make another steel furnace, and then I can place these, take those up and then put these steel furnaces down. And they just sort of go in the same place, except when they're actually working, they work twice as fast. They also use a lot more electricity. That takes 90 kilowatts. That only that does take 90 kilowatts. That's interesting. I thought they used more electricity. But it says there crafting speed 2, and this has just got crafting speed 1. So the steel furnaces there are twice as fast. So that's now making plenty of steel for when we need it for later. Well, we are going to need the steel going out onto the bus. So it might be an idea to start thinking about reorganizing the bus a little bit and making it the size that we want to make it, because this is going to need, so this one needs steel and copper. What else do you need for military science? We need grenades and walls. Grenades need coal and iron plate, so we need to put coal on the bus. And walls need stone brick, so we need stone brick on the bus. So if we edit this, so we then need stone brick on the bus, steel on the bus, and coal. So to do that, Let's take a little step back and start to redesign this bus so that we've got things kind of where we want them to be. I don't think we're really going to need... see, we don't need gears. Well, put it this way, if we do need gears on the bus further up, we'll just make them when we need them because we're going to have plenty of iron plate on there. So we don't need gears, I think, for the military science, but and I can't check the recipes for chemical science just yet. We haven't researched it. So the usual thing that we do... No. Let's not reorganize the bus just yet. Let's just get some military science on the go so that we can make... Although, no, we can make grenades first without doing the military science, can't we? 10 coal, 5 iron plates. I was thinking we needed the military science to make the grenades, but grenades is an ingredient of military science, isn't it? So, let's see, we're going to need to get some coal up onto the bus, really, aren't we? Oh, that beeping noise is the radar, by the way. Right. What's the easiest way of doing this? Let's just feed this off. Oh, get this going the right way. Yeah, we're gonna have to just feed it through here. I don't really like having to sort of move it in between the smelting arrays like that, but it is what it is. The coal is down at the bottom, it needs to be up at the top, so we have to just move it any way that we can, and this is why a lot of factories end up looking like spaghetti. Let's get this all the way up here. So we're going to need to make grenades. And yeah, let's put that down there. We'll have that goes into there, that goes into there. We'll have another I haven't got enough room to output it if I do it that way. I know. We'll output it on the side. We'll make this up as we go along. And then we'll have some grades going that way to be used in the military science. Some grenades. Oh, come on. Going this way. Grenades coming this way for us to pick up. Couple of power poles, and then we're going to need some coal coming in. So basically that's going to have to go under there, under there, under there. So basically it takes 10 coal, 5 iron plates. Put another inserter on there, it's going to feed it twice as quickly. Another thing we'll have to add to our to-do list is proper because we're going to need things like fast inserters. We're going to need these medium and big electric poles. We're going to need lots of railways, locomotives, cargo wagons. We've got this fast transport belts. We can make those on the mall as well. So there's a lot more things that we can make that we're going to use in large quantities in the factory. So we're going to need a mall to make all of these things. Pump jacks, and we'll also where are they now? Have I not researched? Oh yeah, there they are, chemical plants and oil refineries. So these are all things that need to go on the mall. So that's making some grenades. And if I pick those up, let's have all those just going into the box. And let's just turn that off so that they all pretty much go this way. So I've got 7 grenades at the moment. Let's just try and wait for... Okay, so we've got a few grenades. Now I'm going to have to be careful that I don't damage anything that I've already made here, so let's get some grenades in my hand. And you can see the radius. When I'm holding the grenade, you can see the green radius of where it's going to hit. So as long as that green radius doesn't hit anything that I've already... Oh, it will do. It's doing some damage there. I need to make some repair packs now. So the radius is where it'll hit, it's not where the damage goes. But it's certainly quicker at getting rid of the trees. We can make a repair pack. And basically you take this and you just sort of click it onto the item and it repairs it. You just left click and hold it down. And that repair pack has been used up. Repair packs are quite important if you're playing with biters turned on, because they come along and damage a lot of the equipment. And a lot of people, you know, you can put repair packs into your construction robots, I think it is, and then they'll go around and automatically repair things when the biters damage them. So because I play without biters, I don't tend to damage things too much. I don't use a car, so I don't drive around crashing into things. And it's only really the occasional bit of blast damage from a grenade. But most of the time I'm going to be using the grenades in directions outside of where the factories are. So we'll pick up some more grenades, we'll clear some more trees, and then we'll build some more smelting arrays. And then we'll get a proper bus on the go. So I've kind of done a little bit of steel. I'll tick that off. We'll have expand the bus. We'll have proper steel smelting. We'll have proper stone brick smeltings. I need to do that into a bigger smelting array. Let's pick up some more of these grenades. You've got to make sure as well that you are out of the range of the grenade yourself, because it can damage yourself. Not worth doing it with just a few trees. That was a good one. Oh, used them all up. So off camera I will clear some more area with the grenades, clear some more trees. I'll build another couple of smelting arrays, one for steel and one for coal and copper, and I'll start expanding the bus. Eventually we're going to have four steel and 4 copper. And I'll basically just get the base ready for the next stage, and I don't think you'll need to see any of that because it's just doing more of what we've already done before, so I don't want to repeat myself. So I'll just do that off camera, and I shall see you next time.